In this video we're talking 4K with the LG 49-inch UH850V. Okay, so hopefully this video comes out. I've never had really great experiences trying to capture TV video quality on camera, so we're trying to do some overlays as we go through this and keep it relatively brief. So I decided to finally get with the program and get a 4K TV, and I decided to choose the LG UH850V. Now this is a TV that's exclusive, at least in the UK, to Currys and PC World. There is a kind of very similar version, which is a UH770V. Everything is exactly the same, pretty much in terms of specification, apart from one of the features about this TV is the passive 3D. So lots of TVs are now going away from that. I'm not a big fan of 3D specifically, don't have lots of 3D content, but if it's available, then why not have it? So in the past I've tended to stick with Samsung TVs, and the reason I decided to go for this LG was for a few reasons, and I thought I would kind of make those clear to help you guys if you're trying to make a decision about what TV to buy. So one of the things I will start off by saying is all of these TVs, in my experience that I've looked at in this kind of mid-range LED TVs do have different forms of banding. So some people call it banding, some people call it kind of dirty stripes. You can sometimes see this in football. If there's lots of panning shots, you see some kind of lines. Local dimming does help on this, where basically the LEDs, you know, in dark areas and stuff are turned off. But I haven't seen any kind of LED TVs that really are better or worse at this. It just seems a general thing. You really need to go OLED, I think, to kind of make that problem go away. So the reason I went for this instead of a similar price Samsung, and one of the main reasons for that was due to HDR. So there isn't lots of HDR content out right now, but I think this TV is going to last me a fair few years. And most of the Samsungs in this same price range don't tend to have really full HDR. So they have 8-bit HDR. Now, really, I'm not an expert on this, but typically to get kind of true HDR, you want 10-bit HDR. So this TV supports both 10-bit HDR and Dolby Vision, so both variants of kind of HDR. So to some extent it will be somewhat future-proof, depending on, you know, when people start to bring that content and make it available. The other thing is, I'm not a huge TV watcher, but when we do watch it, the way we have the living room set up, we're not directly opposite the TV, so good viewing angles is required, and that's one of the things that this LG is really good at, really good viewing angles, which is really helpful. And we don't also really want to invest in a sound bar or any dedicated speaker system for this, again, because we just don't watch it often enough. There's a home cinema setup that we can utilise for good sound. And this speakers and the sound system on this are developed in collaboration with Harman Kardon, and the sound is really good. For such a small, thin TV, the sound quality is really amazing. One of the other things I liked about it, when trying out the different operating systems, so obviously all these TVs are smart TVs now, a lot of them have Android TV, and it wasn't I didn't like it, it just seemed a bit clunky. Now on here they have their own WebOS, this runs WebOS 3.0, and it works really well, and you'll see with the remote, it's like a magic remote, so you can kind of shake it and you get the cursor and you can just kind of point it around, a bit like, you know, when you're controlling your Wii, to kind of click and type in passwords and select the different applications you want to run. So it supports all the applications I'm interested in, so Amazon, so there's 4K and HDR content on there, Netflix, again 4K and HDR content on there, also have Plex app on there natively as well as, you know, iPlayer and 4OD, etc. So I'm not having to use my Amazon Fire TV as much. That's also, my Amazon Fire TV isn't 4K compatible, so being able to use those integrated apps that work really well are very, it's very effective. Also, this has a quad-core processor on it, so it's able to handle, moving through the menus and the EPGs, etc. And it also supports recording, so you can plug in USB stick, etc. And record your TV content onto that. So it's absolutely great. It's got great connectivity as well. So as I mentioned, it's got USB. It's got 3 USB slots. It's got 3 HDMI slots. It's got Ethernet on there. It's got AC Wi-Fi as well, so you get good Wi-Fi throughput. It's got RGB connections on there at the back. You do need an adapter, but that comes with it. This also has FreeStat and FreeView, so whether you're getting your kind of TV through an antenna or through a dish, you can plug these in directly. You don't need to have a set-top box or anything like that. Another thing about this TV, and quite a lot of them right now, is LG provide a 5-year guarantee at no additional cost. So at least for at least 5 years you have some sort of compensation should it develop a fault. As I mentioned before, also has passive 3D. That actually works really well. I've only had a small test, but the imagery really jumps out at you. I've got active 3D on the projector, and it's really comparable. Actually, I think I kind of prefer the passive 3D. Comes with a couple of glasses as well. Also, it's got 2,700 PMI, so that's really good, especially if you're gaming and if you're into sports and things. So good kind of refresh rates, etc. It also has really good upscaling as well. So looking at standard definition TV and DVDs and Blu-ray, it's upscaling it, and the picture quality is really fantastic, even out of the box without too much configuration. It looks really good. There's loads of presets. I think there's kind of too many presets really, but you can customize everything as well to get exactly how you like. So I think if you're interested in getting a 4K TV in the UK right now, they're at £700. When they were, this is for the 49-inch version, it's a 2016 set, so that's why it's been reduced in price. It's around £1,200 when released. So obviously there's been some new TVs released at CES this year, so obviously this is an older generation model, but I think for the money, it's really good. They have a couple of different sizes. Well, I think 55-inch and 60-inch are the other 2 sizes in this model. And like I said, if you're not interested in the passive 3D, and I think it's like £30 cheaper or something, get the 770, and you got pretty much everything the same. I was going to go for that one until I stumbled across this. So hopefully this helps you. I'm pretty sure really any 4K TV you buy in this price range is going to be good. You're going to be happy with it. For me, it's a combination of the quality of the materials, the chrome, the kind of brushed chrome metal frame. So it's not a plastic frame; it's a proper metal frame. It looks really good. I moved from an older, it's kind of like 8 years LED Samsung. Had a really big bezel on it. That was 46-inch. This 49-inch fits in exactly the same gap, actually slightly smaller. Looks really good, works really well. I'm really happy with it. So yeah, definitely worth considering. Check out these LG LCD TVs. If you've got extra cash, of course, check out the LEDs. I don't think anyone's doing it better than LG, so definitely worth checking it out.
Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.